Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode number 1 on my Borussia Dortmund Football Manager 2016 series. In this series, we're going to be looking at taking Dortmund back to the top of the German pyramid and toppling Bayern Munich. So, to quick run through what I've done, I've downloaded a database from the FM Whizzkids. In the description, there will be the link to the database, link to his Twitter and to his YouTube. Go check him out. The database is awesome. Like all the ones he's done, he's the main one I use for any time I download any databases. And we've simulated the first season so I can see what the AI manager has done with the players that have moved out the club, like Hummels have gone, Gundogan's gone. All transfers up to the 19th of July have happened and been edited. So after the first season, they did quite well. They finished second in the league. So we'll just go through the sort of screens, see what has happened, see what players have done well, which I believe Aubameyang and Roos have done really well. Then I will skip forward to the first game of the season, which is against Bayern Munich, surprisingly, in the German Super Cup, I believe. As you can see, I've in the middle of May, due to that's when I want to take over to see what would happen. See, so I can go back and see the results and that from the current season. So I'll just have a quick flick through and see what's happened in the league. As you can see, they finished second behind Bayern Munich. Did quite well, saying they've finished seventh the season before. I'm doing this post commentary, so I'm sort of trying to jump into what I'm doing because I can't remember what exactly I went into. I'm doing it post commentary due to a issue I had with the audio on the first recording. As you see, they did quite well in the league. They lost to Dortmund twice, home and away. Not lost to Dortmund, they lost to Bayern Munich, home and away twice. But as you can probably tell, for some reason my system's got an issue with the face pack and the kits for the German league. I don't know why, it's only just recently happened and I've tried everything to fix it. Getting to the point I want to throw it out the window, but I'm not going to do that because I've just upgraded my system. So we'll sort of carry on. They did quite well in the Champions League, where actually they didn't do quite well in the Champions League. They went out in the group in the second knockout round to Man United, and no, they didn't get out of the group, and they went into the Europa League and went out to Man United. So just flicking to the transfers, they bought in 4 players for about 20 odd million. They sold a couple. There's a few in there that I'd like to resell. The outs, there's only sort of one player I wouldn't have sold in Weigl. I will be looking to try and bring him back. I know the transfer budget I've got for next season, which is a staggering 107 million, which I will be dipping into quite a bit. And there's also half a dozen players in the squad that I'll be looking to actively move. As you can see here, Aubameyang was their best player by a mile, and then Roos did really well on the left wing, along with Dembele on the right wing. So it's been a very good first season for them. So hopefully I can improve, take them to the Bundesliga title and carry on through to the Champions League, either go through the Europa League and win that and get into the Champions League, either just went straight into the Champions League, and hopefully we'll have a good few seasons and build Dortmund up to where I believe they should be and topple Bayern Munich. So I will cut now and I will rejoin you when I'm back for the first game. We can go through what transfers I've made, what transfers have gone out, which I believe there'll still probably be a couple of deals going in and out because the first game's in the middle of August. So I will see you at the first game against Bayern Munich. Hey guys, right, I've jumped forward to the first game of the season, which is on the 6th of August. So I'll just go through what I've done in terms of the squad, who's left, who's come in. Friendly wise, did pretty well. I don't play the friendlies, I let my assistant do it with my tactics. So I'll go through what players have come in, what players have gone out. As I said, well, where is it? There it is. On the out, quite a lot's happened. Quite a lot of players left on free transfers. They weren't very good youngsters, so it's like I'll let them go. In terms of signing players, the biggest transfer out was Marc Bartra, who went to Real Madrid. He 23 million. He wanted to go when they came in. Wasn't going to stop him. Sebastian Rod went out. Luke De Jong went out. Lucas Piszczek went out. Adrian Ramos went out. Buric, Park Ju-hoo and Mortis Leiter went out as well. And Guerrero went on a free to Stuttgart. So they're the ones who went out. They're players who I didn't see fitting into my team. So I've let them go for whatever I could. I somehow managed 47 million recoup. And coming in, I've spent a fortune. Simply 135 million so far. And I spend it all again, to be honest, to get these players. The board gave me 107 million to spend and a transfer budget of about 600,000. So it's like there's going to be quite a bit of upheaval. So I identified immediately I needed a couple more centre mids. So I went out and found Yuri Tillemans, who's going to come into the advanced playmaker role that I'm going to be playing. And then I needed a new left back. I let Park, wherever he is, go. Down the bottom here, Park go. He was probably the best centre left back we had. So I was like, right, I need a new right back, left back. So I was like, Lucas Digne was up for sale, and on the transfer list for 12.5 million, who what I thought was an excellent piece of business. And for the position I want him to play, he's got all the attributes I want. So he's going to be my starting left back. Julian Brandt was on the transfer list, and for 15 million, I thought it's a good young German player who's got a lot of potential to work up, and he's going to be the backup to Marco Reus on the left-hand side. Then I saw Renato Sanchez. He was unhappy at Bayern Munich, and as they bought him last season or in real life they've just bought him for about 24 million, or was it 27? With add-ons it could go up to about 40. So I think he only played about 4 games for him, so it's like he's one of the best centre mids, young centre mids around, so it's like I've got to get him in. I got him in quite cheap for 19 million, and hopefully he can improve even more than what he is and become a mainstay in my centre mid positions. Then we move on to the striker role I had. issues with letting Ramos go, with letting Luke de Jong go. I needed a backup to Aubameyang. So I had a little scout around. There was a few players I could have gone for, but didn't feel fit is what I wanted. And I found Mbolo, who wasn't happy at Shackle again. So it's like, he's young, he can do it, he can cover the wings if has to, and be a good backup to Aubameyang. So hopefully he'll get quite a bit of game time and be a good player for us. And my biggest outlay was for the centre back position, where I found Laporte. Laporte? Is it Laporte or Laporte? Because he's French. I'll go Laporte. Due to selling Bartra, I needed another centre back, and there was none better than Laporte. And I've just said the name twice in different ways, and he's just amazing. He had a release fee of 53 million. Was it 53 or 50? Yeah, 53 million. They wouldn't budge on that, so I had to meet it. So I brought him in to be my new starting centre back. Let's have a quick flick at the tactics I'm using. This is the predominant tactic I'm going to be using. There is a couple of instructions I need to put in because I haven't done it yet, but that I've sort of gone for. This is my strongest lineup at the moment. I still need a backup goalkeeper. I'm scouting a young Spanish player, I believe. These are all the players I've sort of looked at who I could get. Morata didn't want to come. Lukaku was going to cost about 60 million. Lacazette was the same. James Mulroy is a regen from LA Galaxy who looks like he could be quite good, but I have to wait and see. I might bring him in. I don't quite know yet. Holtberg was interested in leaving, but he recently just signed a new contract, so he won't be coming. Rabiot was another sort of backup option. I was thinking Weigl, they want about 30 million, so I wasn't going to meet that now, but I will be looking to bring him back to the squad. I wouldn't have sold him originally, where he went out for 5 million. It's like, no, he's too good, and I'd want to bring him back. Centre back I was looking at either Schull, Jonathan Tah, or Jose Jimenez, and none of them really wanted to come in. Where's the goalkeeper I was scouting? Just bear with me for a minute. I know he's here somewhere. Was it? I'll be in my assignments, won't it? Because he was in Spain. It was this guy who's very raw at 17. He's got a lot of improving to do, but my scouts rate him quite highly. So let's put him on the short list because he might be coming in. I'm not overly sure just yet. So yeah, back to my tactics wise. I've still got instructions to put in. I've got to load up a other tactic I made on a different save, which has all the instructions I want to use in this one. I just can't remember them off the top of my head at the minute. But basically, the best team I can put out at the moment would be Timo Horn, who was brought in last season. Very good goalkeeper. Happy with him. I'm going to be utilising Felix Pazlak. He's a young, very 18-year-old right winger, right back, who can develop into one of the best right backs in the game. So he's going to be used. Centre back partnership's going to be Ginter and Laporte, with Digne on the left. In the centre of the midfield, we're going for Sahin in the deep lane playmaker role, Yuri Tielemans in the advanced playmaker, Renato Sanchez in the box-to-box, Dembele out on the right, Marco Reus on the left, and Aubameyang up through the centre. Then I've got on the bench, I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, but he's going to be my backup centre back. I might look to bring in someone else, I'm not quite sure yet. So Bender's going to be using a bit more rotation. He could play at centre back in where Sahin is or where Sanchez is, and we could change that up to a ball-winning midfielder or centre mid defend or something to utilise his strengths more. On the right, then you've got Julian Brandt, who's going to be the backup to Roos on the left. You've got Kagawa, who can be Tillemans backup, but also if I change the system up, I can push him forward. On the right, we got Sisto, who can be the backup to Dembele, and Mbolo, who's the backup to Aubameyang. And these are just players I'm not overly fussed about, who I'd happily move on if a deal comes in for them, and just move on up. So I will sort out my tactic with all the instructions I was going to put in, and then I'll jump into the first game with you. I'll just sort this out because we're missing a few players due to international and injury. So I've got a few more players that are out that I don't really want to be out, and I could do with bringing in a couple more players just cover at the minute. Switch them two around. Tillemans off for more. Yeah, just do that for now. I'm not fussed about having one extra. Oh, do that. Yes, that's fine. Do Dortmund with favourites. So they're lining up with a narrow diamond. Thiago Vidal, Kimmich, Alaba, Pachu, Hummels, Boateng, Neuer, Lewandowski and Muller. That's the lineup I've gone for. It's more or less full strength with the exception of the players who are missing due to injury. So just carry on into the games, try and get them happy. Sound can go off because it's a lot louder than I was expecting it to be. That's a point. I sort out these side panels because I can't remember what I had. Right, do that. I like having a lot of information, so woodwork, half chances, killer card, long shots. That'll do. Oh, good header by Laporte. Roos plays it out to Brandt. Is he going to cross it and get it in? He crosses it all the way over to Roos, and it goes in. We're 1-0 up within 22 minutes. Lovely cross by Brandt over the top of the defence, and Roos on the back post with a header. When the highlight decides to load, there just whips it over the back, and Roos gets in behind Boateng. And unlucky for Neuer because it hits the bar and bounces off his back into the net. Hide windows during replay. Kimmich now with the ball for Iron, and Hummels plays it up, and Laporte clears it, and Roos just gives it straight to Alaba. Thiago to Kimmich, over the top to Boateng, into Lewandowski, stop it, into Grote. I can't pronounce his name, I've completely forgot, but he puts it wide. Do that. What else did I want on here? I want Dortmund. Is it Dortmund body language? Nope, it's Dortmund performances. So I'm rambling. Lewandowski scores. That's not quite what we wanted to see happen. Let's bring that over here out the way for a minute. He whips the corner in, and he's unmarked at the front post. That's not what you want to do when you've got one of the lethal strikers playing for your opposition, and Brandt's picked up an injury, damaged heel. He's going to have to come off for that. Let's bring Mbolo onto the right and hope he can do something. Is this... No, that's not what I want. What's the... Dortmund ratings, that's what I want. Oh, and it's gone to half time. I'm rambling on about what I'm trying to set up on the screen, and this game's sort of just flying by, and we're 1-1. Let's sort of see if we can get them motivated a bit. They're generally quite happy. I thought I'd already done this, but I forgot to reset all the preferences before the game started because I was having issues with the face packs, which didn't work anyway. So let's put that back up there. Like for the next game that I do, I'll have this all set up to how I want it, and I can just adjust it to what I need. So hopefully we can get something out of this game. Oh, go on Aubameyang, you're through. Go on. It's a good save by Neuer, and Kagawa puts it over the bar. Oh, that was so close. We should have made it 2-1 then. Can we capitalise on this pressure that we're giving them? Nope. And Lewandowski brings the ball forward and plays it all the way up to Muller. Come on, Horn. Timo Horn can't save it. This isn't going quite to plan. But Lewandowski just plays the ball in. My defence is all over the place, and just Muller has clean shot, and Horn doesn't even attempt to save it. Digne's not having the best game around at the minute. See what I can do substitute wise. Let's bring Smitsala in, and it's about all I'm happy to bring on, because the players I want to bring on are either off on international duty or not here. And I need to go through my corner setup and my free kick setup and just make sure they're all where I want it. Sahin to Kagawa, into Ginter, back to Paslak, to Sahin. Smitsu plays it up at the top and headed clear. Korb into Kagawa, out to Paslak. Is he going to whip it in or play it around the corner for Mbolo? He whips it in for Aubameyang, who gets a rebound, and it's 2-2, 60 minutes in. And that's a good save by Neuer from point blank range, but he just couldn't hold it, and Aubameyang gets the rebound. Volleys it, lovely save. He just can't get back up quick enough, and their defender can't get into it. So hopefully we can push on and get a winner now. We've had the best chances in terms of clear cut, but they're just dominating in terms of possession and just general shots on target. And so Lewandowski's down on the outside. He puts it back in Thiago, gives it to Kimmich. Come on, make a challenge. Gives it to Vidal, gives it back out to Boateng, gives it to Hummels, to Lahm, into Kimmich, into Thiago, who's going to give it to Lewandowski, who's going to, I was going to say score, but it's a good save by Timo Horn. And we carry on. And come on, Laporte, get rid of it. Into Horn, into Schmeichel, into Laporte, into Horn. We don't want to be playing it around the back all the time. We want to be pushing forward. Lovely ball from Horn into Mbolo, who's got a lovely ball over the top for Aubameyang, and it's almost gone in. I was not expecting that cross from Mbolo to go there and Aubameyang to have a good chance to score. Valencia, they put Enner Valencia, have they? Good header. Alaba plays it to Kimmich and gives it out to Vidal. Gives it into Lewandowski. Gets challenged and so wins the ball off and gives it up to Aubameyang. Can we hit him on the counter quickly? Plays it out to Smeets. He puts it in for Mbolo. Neuer saves it. that was our chance to make it 3-2. How have we not put more goals in? We've had 6 clear-cut chances, and just Neuer's been excellent. Other than the two, even the two that have gone in, he saved the first shots, and it's only because the rebound dropped back to the player that we've been able to get it in. But it goes straight to penalties. Oh, I didn't realise that, so let's just fill this in. Laporte, Sahin, Ginter, pass that can go there. Kagawa can go on, and Bolo can go above them. There. I don't quite know how many this is going to go to, but we'll just go there. We'll just change the camera to... Nope. What's going on? Wrong button. Didn't want that. Pause it for 1 sec while I sort this camera out. No, I don't want that one. Behind the goal? I don't know which goal we're going from. Let's reverse it. There we go. That's a bit better. So we take the first penalty. And at the minute they got no goalie, so I'll happily take the shot now. Oh, come on. Come on, Neuer. Chop chop. Tick tock, tick tock. He's now just playing migraines with Roos. He's just taking his time. Oh, here we go. Right, Roos plays it in, scores. That's a good start. Who's taking their first penalty? Vidal. And he puts it in the same corner, and Timo Horn can't do anything. The next one is Aubameyang. And he puts it in the corner. Neuer goes the right way again. I can't say we don't deserve to win this with the amount of chances we've created. And Muller makes Timo Horn on the wrong way and keeps it 2-2. Laporte. Ooh, that wasn't the best penalty in the world. If Neuer had dived a little bit later, that would have been saved. Horn can't stop Rafinha either. Lovely ball into the corner. Sahin. Oh, that's another. Neuer's gone the right way on every single one. He just hasn't got to him. Elba puts into the top corner, and Horn's gone the wrong way like a couple of times now. Who's taking this one? Ginter? What the hell happened there with the keeper? Oh, and we lost because I don't quite know what the hell happened with the graphic there. It wasn't a bad first game. We had a very, very good performance. We played really, really well. Made some excellent chances. Just have a quick look at the match stats. Oh, okay, they had more shots than us, but we had more on target than what they did. We didn't. No one hit the woodwork. We have 6 clear-cut chances to score. They had 2 and took both of theirs, but we only took 2 of ours. Half chances that pretty equal possession-wise. They dominated a bit more. Just generally, it was quite even after that. But overall, it was a game. I was happy with how the game went. So we lose out in the German Super Cup. Brandt's only out for 8 to 10 days. Hopefully we'll get a few players back from injury, which it's in squad I want. Like Dembele's out for a couple more days, so he should be back soon. Tielemans out with a couple of weeks. Bender's out for a couple of days. So hopefully a few of these players will be back in the next few days, because I believe we got a game. Oh, that's another friendly. So that's fine. Oh no, we got German Cup first round against Kaiserslautern. Go with that. And the first Bundesliga game against Wolfsburg. So I'll sort of jump through a few games. I'll probably come back and do whoever the group stage of the Champions League is, and probably the Borussia Mönchengladbach game as well. Probably do double live com there, and just run through the last of the transfers we've made. Because we've still got a month to go the transfer window, and there's a few players I probably still want to bring in and carry on improving, and hopefully become the top team in Germany. And after that game against Bayern Munich, it looks like we've got a few bits to carry on with and improve on. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.